You toe-sucking coward, really? Toe-sucking of all things? Oh my goodness. Hello guys, and welcome back to some more Wolfenstein The Old Blood. Alright, so we shall see what we can do about this bad dude over here. Big bad guy. A bunch of annoying enemy dudes. Some gold for me, thank you very much. And then I need to kill this guy up here without alerting the other dude. Oh, whoops. What? How can you see me there? He can't just be sitting there right now, can he? I don't think I need to kill people with one shot in the thing anymore. So I'll just try to avoid that. Huh? You did not see me, okay? Alright, when you don't see me, you don't see me. It's that simple. Otherwise, you're dead, buddy. Otherwise, you're dead. Opens from other side. Oh, that means there's like a secret way in there, huh? I don't know, I hear someone walking. Means they're very scared. Speaking of being very scared, the big guy, how far over does he go? All the way over there, huh? Ah, okay. Alright, I'll try to be sneaky. Okay, there we go. That's a very nice thing to do. I didn't even realize that he was here, but I'll clearly take a note from SS Archaeologist Randolph. Alright, Randolph. Just wait until he turns around. Then I'll kill him from the bag. As any other normal person would. Wait, if he goes over here, then who the heck is the one that... Oh boy. No one heard that, right? I'll just assume that no one heard that. They just know where I am. I can already feel it, so I might as well... Okay, good, good. Where's big guy? Here we have a big guy. Oh well. At least I did it stealthily in the beginning. So I'll take that as a win. Big good old-fashioned win. Up I go. Now, what is hiding up here in the little tunnel area here? Wait, what? Could I have climbed this as well? I see. So this was like a way I could have gone. I could have gone over here, then through here, then over here, and then killed him too. So many options. I like it. Still need to kill people with this kind of gun. Okay, here we go.
What are you searching for?
They're searching for artifacts. Just give me a second. There we go. Oh, okay, I have to use this. Goodbye. Cool thing I wanted. What? You seem to be very weird about Okay, alright. There we go. Oh, there are actually zombies down there as well. Oh, god dang it. Oh, I might as well use a shotgun on them. Since shotgun is like it's like zombie repellent, you know? Note from Eberhard from the dig. Managed to remove the rocks with dynamite. We'll wait for Helga. Fritz died in the explosion. Men are getting irritable. Sounds like a them problem. Alright, this way, I guess. These zombies aren't really nice, are they? Alright, come at me. I'll show you a thing or two about how to use a goddamn shotgun. Oh, come on. Come on now. Oh, boy. Okay, you're dead. That's only good. What's down here? Okay, nothing good anyway. Don't see anything in there. Alright, come on now. Come on now, my friends of friends. Out, I'm trying to kill the zombies here. Oh, you're also a zombie. Okay, well that's my bad. No wonder you shot at me then. Do you want me to go down there? Sure seems that way. Alright, fine, I'll go down here then. Even though I don't really like it much. Okay, take the ladder up. This wood is still okay after all this time, huh? Especially with ammo on it, that's kind of crazy. Took what? I didn't take anything. And name calling is unacceptable. Name calling bad for you. I don't really see any zombies, but I'm guessing they're gonna come as soon as I click this.
You ready for what's down here, Helga?
Ouch. This does not seem good. Oh no. Been zombies. Eat my butt. Oh, don't eat my butt actually. That'll be kind of unpleasant. What pushed me there? They are super fast, by the way. Will you guys just be slow for a little while? Great. This done soon? Still opening up, I see. I need two double pistols. Oh, I'm extra running out of ammo and everything. This one, come on. The last one. Alright, good. The zombie is still after me. They're still spawning, are you? I think they stopped spawning now. Okay, I'll take it. Note from SS archaeologist Randolph. Alright. Good on you, Randolph. Or maybe not good on you. Seriously?
Friends, mein Ober, Sie können Ihre Finger nicht vom Feuer lassen, hm? Aber diesmal verbrennen Sie.
Yeah, I kind of deserve that after getting caught in such a bad one.
Who killed my hunter Rudy? I must say you're stubborn.
Who's Rudy? I don't know anyone called Rudy, lady. I'm sorry to disappoint.
Ja, Das hätte uns etwas Zeit erspart.
Ich verstehe diese Symbole nicht.
Oh, Fortuna, so strange and unpredictable. I could just...
Nasty.
I feel like I'm a child again, digging for the treasures in the woods. This moment will put me in the history books amongst the greatest of adventurers.
You'll always be just another Nazi.
Sehen Sie, Schreiner.
Ja, aber es ändert nichts. Bisher konnten Sie weder mich noch General Strasse beeindrucken, Helga.
Meine Güte, Schreiner, Sie sind ein solcher Korrentenkacker. Hier, sehen Sie. Der
Entrails?
Code auf König Ottos Karte entspricht genau den Symbolen hier auf diesem Podest. Das ist die Kombination, Sie Idiot! Na bitte.
Sind Sie sicher,
Okay.
dass Sie Helga?
Ja, nun machen Sie sich nicht gleich ins Hemd.
You toe-sucking coward, really? Toe-sucking of all things? Oh my goodness.
Hallo. Du bist also König Ottos kleines Geheimnis, was? Du siehst so aus. Aber keine Angst, ich bin jetzt da und ich habe lecker Fleisch für dich mitgebracht. Ja.
No.
Fleisch.
No. Bad creature. Bad monster creature.
Na bitte. Sehen
It's
Sie
so gonna
schon,
eat her though.
Sehen Sie.
This is always what happens in these kind of
So
scenarios.
beherrscht man ein Monster. Ha! Wollen Sie es auch mal versuchen?
Ich gestehe, Helga, ich bin beeindruckt.
Aber warum hat König Otto dein schönes Gesicht vor der Welt versteckt? Hm? Egal. Zeit zum Fressen. Anna, Blicke!
Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, that kind of ouchies, you know. Oh my goodness. Okay. How the heck am I supposed to hurt you? Ouch. Okay. All right. Why the heck are you guys against me? Look at the big ass creature that's here. Oh great, you also still turn into zombies. That's what I wanted. This is just awful. Are you kidding me? So bad. Can you just shoot the freaking creature, please? Don't hit me. Wow, that was just wow. Okay, come on now. What the heck? Do you guys just stay away while I'm fighting this thing? Oh my god, really? I don't know how to defeat this thing, honestly. I don't actually know. don't really have anything strong against it. Ow. Oh, would you stop shooting me, please? Douchebag. Wait, give me a second. Oh my god. One thing I can do is actually just keep moving. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, wow, 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 wow. I don't have any health right now. Now is not exactly the time for this. I don't have any health. Crap. God dang it. How am I supposed to defeat this thing? It's so freaking huge. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Let me just get this. I haven't used this yet. How much health do you have, you big monster? Oh, I did it? Oh, okay. Big poop. Oh, god damn. Alright, I gotta get out of here. Again, just use this guy and he will probably win the whole war for us. Oh, you are alive, are you? Yeah, you can just sit there. I'm not gonna put you out of your mercy. I'll give you mercy. I'm just gonna take it.
You don't understand. You never were in control.
Well, it seems like I also was never in control.
Jesus Christ. Nazi
Oh, it's
bitch
Fergus.
fucking everywhere. Here he is.
Fergus.
Come on, give me a hand, you lazy bastard. How's the head, Blazkowicz?
How'd you find me?
We got a distress call from Pippa. We found her body.
They got Wesley too, Fergus.
Bloody hell.
Come on, miss. We have to get you out of here.
Yeah, listen, Blazko. We can't change what happened. You did a hell of a job finding that folder. Which means we've got the location of Death's Head's compound. Eh? We bloody got it. Can you believe it?
There's this dream. Something important. It's gone when I wake up. No time for dreams, I guess.
Ah, damn it! Forgot to take a piss before we left. Why didn't you remind me, Blazko?
I look like your babysitter, Fergus?
Fuck it. Almost there. You sure killed that big fucking monster proper, BJ. The biggest one is still out there. This may be our last chance to topple the Nazi Empire. Now it's time to get it done, eh? And the world is counting on us and all that. No pressure. Except to my goddamn bladder.
Well, Fergus.
Monster never dies, no matter how many times you kill it. Just sheds its skin and changes form. I feel the weight of the world pushing me down. I try to carry it nonetheless. One last time. Then I can rest.
Still want a World War II setting game that's like, you know, you fight with the Allies against the Nazis, you know, and they didn't win, but I mean, it's alright. I mean, the last Wolfenstein game I played was Wolfenstein Youngblood. And this is like night and day. Like, this is how a game is supposed to be in the Wolfenstein franchise, okay? Not leveled enemies that take a shit ton of bullets to die. And I think they made this after Youngblood, so they knew they had to go back to like how it was before to actually make a game. But yeah, besides that, I would say not bad. A bit short, but not bad. Okay, so let's start from left to right, you know, okay? So first is talk about gameplay. Because gameplay is most important in a game, in my opinion. Feels damn good. Like I said, comparing this to Wolfenstein Youngblood is like comparing night and day. So in this game, the enemies don't have levels. You have perks you can get, and hitting an enemy feels satisfying. You can one-shot them too, and all that good stuff. And you're not stuck behind levels, and you're not stuck behind, like, how do you say it? You're not stuck behind everything you're stuck behind in Wolfenstein Youngblood. But it's nice to see that they decided that was a mistake, and they went back to the actual other gameplay from Wolfenstein Wolfenstein, whatever the thing was called, I forgot. The New Order and Wolfenstein 2. So gameplay-wise, it feels like Wolfenstein should, and it's not the Youngblood Massacre, where they completely destroyed the Wolfenstein franchise. I would like to play this co-op, not a game that is centered around levels and RPG elements, because this doesn't fit into this. So this is what I want. Okay, Bethesda or ID software. I think that's it's software. I want this, but co-op. Give me this, but co-op. Not that crap that was Wolfenstein Youngblood. God, this is loud. I don't know if I can even be heard over this, if I have to be honest, but let's pretend you at least hear me here. But yeah, that's the gameplay taken care of. It feels good. Story-wise, I mean, this takes place before Wolfenstein: The New Order, and it seems to really fit well with it. So this is everything before it happens. So you meet Fergus in the end. You go through the age and stuff. I don't know why it's called the Old Blood. All it does is just show you how they got the location of Death's Head's compound. It doesn't show Death's Head or anything. They went back to Castle Wolfenstein, which is nice and everything. But it doesn't explain, like... So Castle Wolfenstein is just where everything is, because the earlier Wolfenstein games, the ones before the whole reboot thing happened, they were also during... Like, that was also before? During the Second World War? So were they before, or is this just independent of those games? Because I like to believe that they all fit together, even though they're made, like, way further away from each other. So I don't think this is a reboot, I just think it adds to the story. But it might be a reboot for all I know. But personally, I still think it's pretty cool. So story-wise, it adds up. It doesn't really add anything new, except for the zombies, which was cool. I like that. But it doesn't really add anything crazy new to the whole thing. So, I mean, there's that, but it's a nice story. It's nice to return to Wolfenstein Castle for a little bit. And see BJ Blazkowicz before he becomes, you know, old, before he gets old. So, and try to fight in the actual time before is also nice. Because I personally, I don't like the whole futuristic setting. I like the what's it called, the steampunk setting, but I don't like the modern futuristic setting that New Order and Wolfenstein 2 has. Because they're both in the future of this, so they're not taking place during World War II. Because I would like to play during World War II in different scenarios, in case, like, I like to play as Blazkowicz when they assaulted Normandy and they failed, you know. But I want to try playing as a German soldier that grows with this New World Order. That could also be very cool to see, like, the German perspective of how it feels to have these new mechanical war machines. Nope, they're never gonna do that because Nazis, but it could be cool to see. Or just seeing a normal American soldier's perspective and then he dies in the end at Normandy as an example, after he's fought the Nazis for so long, just to show how weak they are against the new Nazi war machines. Because so far they haven't really showed it except for the New Order in the beginning. Otherwise they didn't really show anything that happened before. But I still think that is like an important element. And when it comes to settings, they should really... I'm a little bit disappointed. Because, let me just show you right now. Because if I go into options and I go into like video, advanced, there aren't many things I can change. And half of them I don't know what does. Like it says texture filtering bias. Lower values makes rendering slight worse quality but cheaper. Like, okay. Alright, now in human language, what does that mean? Oh, it means that that the lower it is, the worse quality you get. Okay, where do you want me to have it? Heck if I know. Just keep it in the middle. Like, that's kind of stuff I'm a little bit disappointed in here, because you don't have a lot you can change, and the stuff you can change, it doesn't really try to explain what they do properly. Like, it doesn't try to tell you, should you pick this or that. It just says, this is what this does, okay? Now you can mess with it, but this is what it does. It doesn't try to tell you what each setting does, which is a little bit disappointing. Like this anti-aliasing here, this is the perfect example. Anti-alias mode. 4 times, 8 times, 16 times, 32 times. Does it tell you what it does? Sort of. It's anti-aliasing, but which anti-aliasing is this? Based on what I've seen, it's FSAA, is it? It's the one where it renders the game at a higher resolution and scales it down to get rid of those edges and things. That's why I lost a lot of FPS in the beginning when I turned this up to 32, because I didn't know what anti-aliasing mode they were using. Like, those are the kind of things I would love to see them improve upon. Just so they can, you know, actually try to fix things up so you can customize your own experience. I'm guessing this is because this was made for console and they had to port it over. So they didn't really know how to separate the options and everything, so things like that. Like, why can't I turn off depth of field? Like that's one of the weirdest things in this one. Why can't I turn it off? I'm happy I can turn off radial blur, but they also didn't call this motion blur. They just call it radial blur. Like, it's very not PC standard. So it seems like they just took everything from the console and ported it over. I don't know if that is truly the case. Otherwise, they were just lazy on the port. Or if they actually made it for PC, then I'm just very disappointed in this whole settings system here. And I also can't pick full screen. Only full screen windowed, which is also weird to me. Like, why would that... Like, why? I just don't get it. Very weird. I don't really like that they did that, but you know, it's okay. I could play through the game, and that's what matters in the end. So setting wise in the whole game, I mean, you also can't turn off aim assist. Again, proof that it's made for console. So there's that again. But you know, it's okay. It's all right. When it comes to graphics, it's very mediocre. Like, there's nothing that stands out a lot. Like, it looks like Wolfenstein, The New Order, which came out in, was it 2016? Like, it still looks the same like that. It doesn't look like it is extremely modern at max graphics. It doesn't look like it should really tank my PC when I turn the settings up, which it does. It lags me every now and again when it loads a new area. It doesn't feel like it's supposed to do that based on how it looks, because it looks very, very 2016. Like, my PC should be able to take it. I have a 3080 with an i5 12600, no, 12600, I think it's called. It is supposed to be able to take this game no problem. Both of my graphics card and CPU, and the lags makes no sense. It's just because I think it's rendering stuff. It's rendering the area, so it has to, like, you know, quickly try to do that, and that's when I get those weird lag spikes that happen every now and again. But it just seems a little bit off when that happens anyway. I would also like a game that explained why Death's Head knows Blazkowicz, but I'm guessing it's from, like, the older games, maybe. So they try to match them in, mix and match, you know? But yeah, I would have loved to see a bigger graphical improvement. But I also don't mind the graphics. I just wish they somehow... I don't know how they managed to make it heavy on my system. But if it looks like this and it's heavy on my system, that either means it's a very bad port, or there's some very nasty code in there, or something that just kind of makes you load everything all at once somewhere, and it's just like, okay, this is the whole new area. We close that area off. Boom. Now you lag for a little second, and now we move on. I am a little bit upset about that. I'm a little bit disappointed, but again, it's not a big deal. It's just a little bit off. Doesn't feel like it's supposed to do that, is what I'm saying, based on what the game is. It's small. The areas aren't too big or too detailed. It feels satisfying. The textures aren't, like, crazy beautiful, but it feels good. Like, it feels like it's supposed to. It feels like they found their own style. Even if it looks a little bit older. I just don't like how it makes my PC perform bad, even though it it's not like 4K textures or 8K textures or whatever that's being loaded in the background. And I think it has something to do with those settings they have picked that I picked when I picked Ultra or something in the settings menu. But I don't know which one because I don't know those kind of settings. Like, I'm not used to those kind of settings, so I have no clue. So, graphic-wise, it's okay. Although I do want to know why my system sometimes lags based on, you know, that stuff. But another thing, why am I locked to 60 FPS in this game? Again, proving that it's probably a console port that I'm playing. Because I cannot get above 60 FPS. I really can't. I tried unlimiting my FPS. I tried turning everything off in the background. I tried going to NVIDIA control panel and increase it there. Cannot get above 60 FPS in this game. And I don't know why. But sometimes I get FPS drops. And I still have 60 FPS. But the game is lagging. Which is still weird. Because that means that it's like CPU being limited. But my FPS doesn't drop. So that means that my CPU is working on something in the background, which is those rendering textures I'm talking about. So just beware that you can probably play this on any old PC, and you can play it on a newer PC, and it's going to perform the same for the most part. So you have an older PC, you can play this, but you're going to get the exact same lag I did. If you have a modern PC that's even like better with like a 4080 that's coming out soon or whatever, it's probably going to perform the same as me just because the game is made in a way where your gear doesn't really matter. You're still gonna get lag. Maybe the loading is the only thing that really matters, like you have shorter load times if you have an SSD or something like that. But besides that, there's not really much of a difference in performance in this kind of game. So do that with that what you will. So yeah, just know that if you have a high-end system and a low-end system, there's not another big difference in if it can perform this game very well. But yeah, I think those were all the important areas. Like, character-wise, I didn't really care much for any of the characters. They seemed wimpy. We didn't get enough time with them. And they seemed kind of stupid, all of them. I'm saying that because they all pretty much ran into their own deaths. Like, literally. Including Blazkowicz. Yeah, he got captured like 3 times. And the... in the span of like 6 hours of me playing, or 4 hours of me playing. Like, what? You're telling me he got captured that many times and he's still alive? How many times has he got more captured in the past? Like, it's so stupid. Like, story-wise, when they try to do exposition on you, or they try to make you face enemy guys, they always have this stupid thing in a lot of games where you have to get captured by the enemy, then they have to talk to you, and then you have to escape. And it's just a rinse and repeat that structure. And this game had the same issue, where you always got captured, then you escaped by hurting them, and then later on you killed them. It's just... it's getting old at this point. They would like to be a little bit more creative, you know? You don't have to always get captured in order for you to get, like, exposition. You can show it in world... with world building, or you can just have other characters yell around you. They tried to do that a bit in Wolfenstein 2, the New Colossus, I think. But I'm not quite sure. But that is an option they can use. So I don't know why they always go with the same strategy. I don't know if this game has been in development for a long time or whatever. But it's better than Wolfenstein Youngblood. And overall, I'll give this game a 6 out of 10. Because it's just... one thing is, it's more of the same. It just feels like they took something, some assets from another game that's the same, and put it into this game. And characters don't really feel special. Nothing too special about this. It's just more Wolfenstein, if you're really interested in more Wolfenstein. If you like Wolfenstein, this is a good game for you to play. I like that it took place during the Second World War era, instead of, you know, in the future again. So I'll give it a plus for that. I also give it a plus for sticking to some combat that's not level related, even though that's kind of their own fault. But again, going back to the roots is good for some game franchises, especially when it comes to like changing major things about the combat that doesn't really fail anything. Like, I want more games to adopt the same kind of hit combat this game has. You know, you get like a small hit sound when you hit an enemy, when you hit their bodies, and it's like poof, and it makes sense, you know. They can also shoot off their armor and pick it up and use it. Like, it has that going for it. If anything needs to be changed, it might be a new main character, a new-ish story, and better writing, maybe. Again, I would love to see more of the Second World War era. Like, either from the Germans' perspective or from an American soldier's perspective that's not overpowered like BTA Blazkowicz. If you really want to make another overpowered character, we could see Fergus's perspective during the war. Or what's the tiny guy's perspective? The guy who you can also pick in New Order. I don't remember his name, but you can also do that and show us playing as him until that time. And I would be up for it. I would love to see how D-Day, they only killed 39 Germans. Or was it 89? I think it was 89. Like, let's talk about all these cool things, and I would love a game about that instead of about him getting documents that then leads to the next games. But that being said, like I said, 6 out of 10, pretty decent game. Just builds on what we already have. Just an extended, I guess you can say it extends the first Wolfenstein and New Order game. So what I would recommend is you play this, then you play Wolfenstein the New Order, and then you consider these two part of one game, and then you won't be disappointed by this at all, and you might even like it a little bit more because of it. But anyway, that is gonna be it for this Let's Play. If you enjoyed, consider liking and subscribing. I play through a lot of games on my channel, not just Wolfenstein and all that stuff. And if you have any games to suggest to me, you can do it down in the description, the comment section below. And I don't really have much else to say other than you guys stay awesome and hope to see you in another one of my Let's Plays.